Hello everybody and welcome to another Traveler's Notebook flip through. In this video I am going to be flipping through my November insert, my One Notebook November insert, and I stayed pretty true to the One Notebook November challenge, so much so that I didn't even use my weekly insert. I decorated. Yeah, I didn't use it at all. I put down some stamps and I did this little collage because it came on some Happy Mail and I didn't want to ruin it, so I just immediately stuck it down. And then I've got this sticker from Cafe Analog and then some a washi swatch from some new washi tape that I got from London Gifties, and that's it. So I did not use this insert whatsoever in November, but I didn't really need to, because the challenge that I challenged myself to do was to write every single day. So sit down and journal my day in my notebook every single day at the end of the day so I wouldn't miss out on anything. And I did pretty dang good. So let's just go ahead and get right in. I stored it in my Olive Traveler's Notebook and I carried this puppy around a lot. We did a lot of traveling in November, a lot of fun activities and adventures, and so this thing got loved very, very well, and I'm loving the feel of it. It doesn't feel so velvety, suede-y anymore. It feels, it just feels nice. So I've, again, got my Olive little pouch here with some goodies in it, and I don't really use this thing super often, and I'm actually really surprised that I don't tend to come in here more often. I store things in here and these little pockets. Actually, I did use this washi sample quite a bit, but I forget the things that are in here and I just don't mess around with it a whole lot, so that's a bummer. But I did use this clear folder. It was in the 2019 release, and I did use this puppy quite a bit because, like I said, we did do a lot of traveling in November, and I want to make sure that I'm still in frame here, but I've got some pamphlets in here with some stamps and then some leaves that I collected with another map. And yeah, I used this puppy quite a bit. I'm super happy with this purchase. I'm glad that I kept it in here and that it has held up really, really well. And then my actual insert, I did not leave it inside the elastic unless it was like in my bag, unless I was actually traveling with it. But once I got to wherever I was going, I tended to take it out and just leave it like this notebook. And throughout the month, I put stickers on the cover that I came into contact with. So I got this really lovely letterpress card or letterpress sticker, this sticker from our anniversary, a Mickey Mouse sticker from when we went to Epcot, and then this is from some Happy Mail that I got. And you can see that I've got some markings on it right here. That is because my super sweet third baby, Cullen, he has learned the art of what pens do and wants to color on everything. So he found one of my pens and went to town on it, and I'm not even mad. So this insert is my insert that I made and manufactured and sold. I think I'm just nearly out of them. I will leave a link down below if you're interested, but I don't think I think I've got like one or two left. Yeah, I think I have like one or two left. But it is a pre-decorated printed insert. All the decorations are already pre-printed on the paper. All you have to do is come in and write everything down. So I'm just going to quickly flip through and show you what was added after the fact. I have dated every page. I've got this little map tipped in, and I've got some stamps here from the park. All of this is already done. I think I added a sticker here. This was already in there. This is added along with this card. This and this were added, but everything else was already there. I added a dried flower on this side, but everything else was there. I had a leaf here, and then this stamp was added after. and everything else was there. So you can kind of get an idea. This page, completely nothing was done to it. This is already printed on the paper. I just came in and wrote. The same for this. I've dated on every single page. I made sure to write the date on everything. So yeah, that was really helpful. The month of November was crazy busy and I did not have a lot of time left for journaling. Another thing that I did with my journaling style, I love this double tip in here. Another thing that I did with my journaling style is I did different things to remind myself of certain things. Like for this journaling, instead of actually journaling about my day, I just did like a highlights reel, things I loved about today, and it pretty much summed up my entire day without writing an entire page out. Right here, I know he loves me when, and then I write little blurbs about the special small things that he does to show his love for me, my husband, without being super obvious and in my face about it. And I want to notate those small, beautiful things because, here's another one, because those are super special to me. I love those. Okay, so now we're moving on to another little day trip I made to visit the Travelers Stamp Caravan in Florida. There was a second one. And so I have stamped a bunch of stamps in here, even though they look like they were printed on. They're so beautiful. But I did stamp these on, and then I visited a botanical garden as well while I was there to just make my trip worth it. It was like a 90-minute drive or something. It wasn't bad, but I didn't want to just drive down there and turn around and come back. I wanted to do something else. So I've got this sticker there, and then this is from the bag. I had the babies with me, so I needed to kind of take them out and let them get some fresh air and get out of the car. So nothing added here, just straight journaling. I'm adding some hand lettering in here every now and then just because I love doing it and need to keep practicing it. Here I added nothing. It's just the regular everyday stuff, but this notebook makes it look like I put a ton of effort into it, so I love that. Here I just added a tea tag, and it's perfect. I don't have to add anything else. I can continue to add small things, like obviously the tea tag, and then these little stamps and some dried flowers. I can add, like right here, I added another sticker and some washi tape. But the beauty of this is that it's simple enough where you don't have to add anything to it, but if you want to add something, you could, and it's not a big deal. I also added in a recipe that was my grandmother's recipe. This is something that I really love doing. It's not just about journaling. It's stuff that I care about and that I want to maintain and keep logged somewhere. So here I added another tea tag, but that's it. Everything else is there. This little cluster I did add just because I felt like the page needed a little something else, and I loved these things. They were just sitting on my desk and I felt like doing something. So I added this beautiful little paper thing. It's textural and beautiful. And then again, nothing added here, just simple basic journaling. And then here I have a tip-in with a postcard. We took my mother-in-law and my babies, all of 4 of them, to Epcot for the first time. And they have a program there where you can visit all of the countries in the park, and you get a little stamp in your little passport, and then you get a postcard at the very end. And we bought the little passports for our little boys, and so they got to carry around their little passport. Actually, do I have it right here? So they get these little bags, and without buying the passport, you get these cool little cards with little coloring things on the back, and they draw little things in the little blank spot in like their language, and they draw a little picture. So that was really, really fun to do. The kids really loved that. So you didn't have to buy anything for these. They just had them in the countries in the little kid spots. And then here are their postcards. Let me see if I can find their actual passports. Oh, goodness. Okay. All right. So this is Hunter's because he insisted on putting a Canada sticker on the outside, but basically you just travel around, and we had there were stickers, so you could put a bunch of stickers in. There's a ton of leftover stickers. We only used a couple on each side. So they write in it the time and the date, and then they write little things in. And then when we went to Norway, we actually met Anna and Elsa. And so the boys wanted the autographs inside their passports, so that was really cool. And then you obviously get one of these little stamps in there as well. So it's super busy once you put the stickers in it. But it's still just an absolute ton of fun. Oh, and then you actually get extra stickers with this program here that you don't have to pay money for. This is completely free. Each little card comes with a little sticker as well from each country. So that is really fantastic. You don't have to pay money. We bought the little books. They were $10 each. I wish we hadn't because they got skimpy and cheap and took a bunch of pages out. We did this a couple years ago, and there used to be enough pages in here for one country to have a full layout across, because you see here it says date of entry and time of entry. And it's not on this side as well. So, and the spots for the stickers is meant to go across all the way. So now it's not that way. They only have it so that one country gets one side, and it's a shame, you know, for $10, you feel like you should get your money's worth and use the product the way it was meant and designed to be used. But they've changed that. So anyway, this is not an Epcot rant. And then obviously we have the map, of course. We got a ton of those to take home extra, but moving on. I had them stamp my insert, so I thought that was really fun. And then they also had another event going on for the Festival of the Holidays. They had another passport program that was free in the park, but it had these stickers in it. And so I used that to distinguish what we did in each country. So that was really fun. I wonder if I have... Yes, I do. So I have one of the passports. And so in the middle, it comes with all of these stickers, and then you can visit each country and do something for that country that's like regional, something holiday related that only that country does, which I thought was really, really great. But I used the stickers to just document what we did in that country. I time-stamped everything to kind of document our trip through the park. We met Father Christmas in the United Kingdom, so I had him sign my notebook here, so that was really fun. And then I did add tip-ins for the park map, because I feel like this is ever-changing. You can obviously see right here, they're adding stuff right here, so in the future, when the park is changed and different, it's fun to look and see what was there and what's different. And then I also tipped in the times guide that kind of shows what's going on throughout the park and kind of explains what you're seeing when you walk through the country, which is really great. And then I just completed the journaling on this side, and then this is the end of the journal, and I've just got some extra tip-ins from things I came into contact with throughout the month that I couldn't necessarily fit in through the journal. So that is it. I loved this project. I am super inspired to continue doing this project of making inserts and selling them, because this saved my life in November. Not having to worry about decorating pages and finding the time to create every single day, it was just a lifesaver. And so I can't wait to make another one. So that is it. If you are interested in December Daily, I am doing that again in an A5 journal. So this is what I've got in my notebook so far. I did make one, but decided that I wanted to do A5 again just because I wanted to add photos and tip-ins, and felt like I didn't have enough freedom to add photos and tip-ins in the insert that I made for manufacturing and for sale. So I might use it next year. We'll see. But stay tuned because I'll probably be working in that notebook and filming and sharing and getting excited for all things holiday. But I think I'm pretty much done with standard size notebooks for 2019. You will not see a standard size notebook on this channel anymore. I do apologize if that is what you like and you're into, but my style will not change. I am just moving into A5. I'm staying A5 from now on. So I like the size. I want to stay in this size, and this is what you will see me create in for 2020. So that's going to be it for me. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below, and I will catch you guys next time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Bye.